Hey guys, I wanted to make a video here checking out the performance of GTA San Andreas on the iPhone 5S. Now, if we dive into the options, we don't actually have many options on iOS in terms of the graphics that we can change, but I do have the traffic mode set to heavy, which is the highest setting. So yeah, let's go ahead and test this out. We will start a new game just to check the loading speeds. Pretty quick there, it's loaded. We're straight into a cutscene now, so I am going to skip this. So in terms of judging performance here guys, unfortunately I can't find an FPS meter on iOS. I don't think one exists, or at least I can't find one. So we're not going to get an accurate reading of the frames per second like we do on some Android devices. So we'll have to just judge this by eye and see if we can see any frame drops or anything like that. I know it's not the most accurate way to do it, but it's pretty much all we have right now. And you can see as I'm kind of panning around here that it does have a few little frame drops, but it does feel like it's smoother to me than the iPad mini Retina was. If we just pan around, let's have a quick look. Yeah, it definitely feels a little bit smoother, but you can see it's definitely not 60 frames per second. Now, it may actually be possible that this game is running a frame limiter, and there isn't an option to turn that off. Sometimes games do come with frame caps, meaning the frame rate can't go above a certain level. That could be the case here, although I'm not certain, so yeah, don't quote me on that. So we're driving around here, you can see it's a pretty built up area, and again, I can confirm that it is smoother than when I was playing it on my iPad mini Retina. And that's pretty obvious considering the iPad mini Retina has a much higher resolution screen. It's around 1536p versus the iPhone 5S is 640p. So it's obviously going to make quite a bit of difference here. We'll get in another car. We'll steal this car right in front of this cop just for the funsies. In terms of the rest of the hardware between the iPhone 5S and the iPad mini Retina, it's pretty much exactly the same. We have the A7 processor clocked at 1.3 GHz and the same GPU as well. Now, obviously the surface area is different. The iPad mini should actually do quite a bit better in terms of the heat production, or at least be able to disperse it easier. But yeah, definitely smoother here on the 5S. If we just do a little pan, we'll do a sharp turn in a minute and see if we can notice any frame drops when we make the turn. Okay, so when it pans around here, you can see, yeah, a little frame drop there. So it's not perfect, but it is smoother. So in terms of the performance level, you can see here, it's not exactly perfect. If I go around in a circle here and watch the background, you'll notice that you do see some frame drops. And that's especially evident when you go around a really built up area. You will definitely feel the device kind of slow down. But it's better than what we had on the iPad mini Retina, so it definitely looks like the resolution, of course, is making quite a big difference here. But you can see that frame drop is pretty much reproducible every time I go round in a circle here. It's doing it at the same point every time. Now, one thing I should mention is on the iPad mini Retina, I felt the need to have to go into the settings and change the traffic mode down to light or medium. I don't feel like I have to do that on the iPhone 5S, so performance is definitely better over here. Traffic mode, of course, changes, I guess, how many kind of cars are on the road. So it's obviously a lot more taxing for the GPU and the physics engine and all that sort of stuff. So performance is higher on here because I don't feel like it's slowing it down as much as it was on the iPad mini Retina. Now, there's two questions to actually ask here. One is the performance, and the performance is no doubt better on the 5S than the iPad mini Retina. The other one is it enjoyable? Well, yes, it is. There's no doubt about it. It is enjoyable thanks to that higher performance level. But I still would prefer playing this on a larger screen just because it's a little bit kind of cramped here. All the buttons are really close together. And I find myself having to put the 5S really close to my face to actually kind of enjoy the graphics. So I'm really looking forward to playing this on my Nexus 7 when it's released for Android, or my Nexus 5, because they just have bigger screens, and bigger screens, for me at least, they're just more enjoyable to play games on. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of the performance here and the game in general. Peace out.